Ledford. I am a rising senior and the incoming state president of the North Carolina Association of Student Councils. I am honored to introduce you to the class of 2022 and help congratulate and share in the excitement of the seniors as they walk across the stage as the Crown Coliseum. They will be carrying with them the knowledge that has been bestowed to them by our premier professionals. They have become confident and successful learners, and now they are ready for a career, college, and life. We want to celebrate with them and show some of the stories and successes of our class of 2022.
I am at Algebra Wilkins to finish off my high school years, and what led me here was my brother was actually in an incident where he was harmed, and so that set me back with a personal life and stuff like that. So as me seeing him progress and getting better and stuff, I was like, it's a great chance for me to better myself as I see him getting better, because he's a big part of my life. It just motivated me to get back on what I need to do for our family and stuff, get back in school, get my diploma. I knew that I wanted to graduate, and I knew I wanted to do better things with my life, so I wanted to finish high school. Coming into this school year was very difficult. I'm a person where I just wanted a little bit of guidance, and the person that gave me the most guidance to me was Miss Isles. She did a whole bunch. It was more of so I needed somebody in the corner with me to help push me, and she actually gave it to me. She gave that part of what I was missing to me. She pushed me even when I didn't want to. She seen it. She just kept pushing me. IGB Wilkins is the best school, hands down. The teachers are there for you. They don't just show you that they care, you can feel that they care. It was more like a family bonding thing. Cumberland County School has prepared me and gave me every resource that they can give me to be the best that I can be. Some skills I've learned is how to do my resumes. Time management is big too, and I've grown in the last 4 years with self-discipline. Something that I would tell anyone that is not in school right now or trying to finish up school right now and kind of losing faith, just keep pushing. Get you a goal, believe in it, believe that you could do it. Keep pushing towards it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't. If you have that strive, go for it. My name is Ayanna Abram, and I am a standout senior.
My high school was kind of like a roller coaster, as it is for most people. But I say some of the defining moments were staying late after practice, making sure I got the work in, or having to stay after school and just doing the extra steps. That has defined me in every aspect of work life, and make those initial steps in everything I do. Lacrosse, I love that sport, so I played that for 3 years in my high school career. Practice it every day, play it every day, try to be the best that I can be. To my school, I feel like my greatest contribution was my Eagle Scout, because of the service hours I had to complete in doing that, and the service project I had to complete in doing that. I think overall, my whole Boy Scout career, I completed nearly 100 hours of community service. Some of my biggest challenges were asking for help, because in the household I grew up, it was you do it yourself, figure it out. And I've always done that, and then some problems that you can face that you just need help on, and it's okay to ask for help. It's not weakness, it's strength. Angela Spry, the science teacher here at K4 High School, she has made an everlasting impression on me. Just by taking me in, teaching me all these life lessons about responsibility, how to respect people, respect her, respect women. Another thing she taught me was it takes a lifetime to build trust and an instant to lose it. Coach Finley, he's helped me out tremendously, get past a lot of my fears, and he looked past everything, just took me in like his own son and treated me like he would anybody else. I think I've grown tremendously. I've matured. I don't do the typical high school things like going out to party every weekend, and I work every day, 7 days a week, play lacrosse 7 days a week. So it's more of like a mature standpoint, trying to get done and making sure I can set my life up. As of right now, I want to go to trade school, either be a lineman or electrician. I like working with my hands. It keeps me busy and it keeps me going, so I have to work with my hands. Every aspect of life is a learning game, not just in high school. So if you take everything you've learned and play life like chess, I feel like you'd be a very accomplished winner in life. My name is Jedidiah Kuhn, and I'm a standout senior.
I define myself as a violinist. I'm also a guitarist. I love to sing. I love the musical arts. Here at Cross Creek Early College High School, some of the defining moments for me were serving as the Student Government Association president, also participating in Science Olympiad, going to states and competing there with my brother. Also, I did, for a time, participate in Glee Club. Has made some good memories there. Outside of high school, I have participated in the Fayetteville Symphony Youth Orchestra, playing with them. My greatest contribution to the school was certainly my service as the Student Government Association president. But outside of school, I'd say either my Eagle Scout project, which I completed at Carvers Creek State Park, building benches there, or my service as the Youth Council co-president. I've planned dances, service opportunities, and the like for youth. Throughout all my extracurricular activities, I've developed the skill of communication, which is really important. Also, how to lead effectively, how to motivate a group of individuals without seeming demanding or overbearing. Cumberland County Schools has provided me the opportunities to serve in leadership roles, and it's also really taught me the importance of volunteering. You are required to obtain at least 200 service hours, and that has taught me a compassion for other people, the importance of serving. After I graduate, I'm going to serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Mendoza, Argentina, and I'll be there for 2 years. When I return, I will finish my major in chemistry at Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah. I'd like to pursue a career in primary care. I'd like to either become an optometrist, a PA, a family physician, or something along those lines. My name is Jefferson Skinner, and I am a standout senior.
I'm a mother, so that is basically my whole personality. If I had to choose one word to describe myself, I would say strong, because getting pregnant, of course, in high school, it was difficult, but I had to keep going for my son. My son motivates me to keep going. If I wasn't the greatest for my son, then he wouldn't get the life that I want him to have. And my son is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I participated in Spanish Club, and I participated in Student Government Association. Spanish Club was my favorite because, well, it was just fun. We got to dance. I participated in the Cinco de Mayo, and we got to eat good food. And then I participated in Student Government Association. I got to plan all fun events for the school, and that was fun as well. I feel like advocating for teen moms was my greatest contribution, because there was like 7 or 8 teen moms, and we created a group where we would all talk, and it helped us, I believe, because being a mom is hard in school. The teacher that was most helpful to me during my high school career would be Miss Campbell. She's my school social worker, and she helped me so much throughout my high school career. When my baby father passed away, the school created a grief and loss program for me, but it really helped. It really did help, and it was like therapy. My post-graduation goals are to go to college. I got a full ride to Wingate University, and so I'm gonna go. In 5 years, I would like to see myself as a labor and delivery nurse. When I was giving birth to my son, I wasn't a priority to them because I was a teen mother. And if I become a labor and delivery nurse, I'm able to spend time with the newborn babies as well as the mothers. And I think that would be what I would want to do. I could advocate for teen mothers. I'm Elora Dahlin, and I am a standout senior.
I love school simply because I really, really love learning. Some of the defining moments in my high school years were definitely having college classes in high school and also having after-school activities. Those were the biggest things in my school. Key clubs, speech and debate, Student Government Association. Some of those big organizations in all high schools, but in this school it was really influential. The challenges that I ran into were being fixated on college while also being fixated on high school. I was trying to find a balance, how to not be too stressed about life. But what I realized was my stress was really coming from my expectations. And what I really needed to realize was it wasn't about how much I did or how I did it. It was about whether or not it satisfied me and whether it made me content. The person who was most influential in my high school career was my guidance counselor. Guidance counselors are more than guidance counselors. They're your friends. Sometimes they can actually give you advice that you never even knew was going to help you. Whether it's advice on how to focus in class when your teacher is just not teaching the way you want to, or just, giving you advice on your home life, like how to be a better person for yourself and not necessarily for others. The accomplishment that I'm most proud of and want to be remembered for is my contributions to speech and debate. I realized speaking for student government and speaking in class presentations, both were contributed from speech and debate. It just kept on building like a building block. And speech and debate was the foundation for who I am today. My name is Arianna Herring, and I'm a standout senior.
I'm just the person that always likes to ask questions, always like to investigate. Ever since I was little, I would just take things apart, see how they work, and put them back together. In this school, we're trying to get all of our high school classes and some college classes in at the same time. The first year is always difficult, but one of the biggest personal challenges is when COVID hit, we went virtual. It got a lot more difficult since it wasn't as easy to communicate compared to the first year. The most influential people in my life were specifically both of my parents. They've always helped me, especially in emotional support, in school support. My dad is very knowledgeable in math, so he will always help me in math. And then my mom, she's always very calm and organized, so anytime that I feel stressed out, she would always know what to do in stressful situations. I definitely will say that Cumberland County schools have prepared me for my future. One of the skills that I've learned here is staying on top of all of the things that I need to do and being organized. I have learned a lot of teamwork skills. I feel like I do have a very good knowledge of many things that go on in industrial applications, specifically their manufacturing processes and how to make them more efficient. After graduating from here, I plan to pursue my bachelor's degree in computer engineering at NC State University. Once I am officially graduated from NC State, I hope to first find a job in a tech company such as Intel or Apple. And then once after that, if everything goes well, I hope to actually start my own tech company. One advice for an incoming student specifically is be prepared for the hard work, but also have fun while doing it. My name is Mancilla, and I'm a standout senior.
I'm a very creative person. I love doing the theater. I participated in my dance class. We had a dance recital a couple of months ago. I did my first dance solo. I also helped out with my church with the soundboard. And I'm now doing an internship at K-Fair Regional Theaters. Just got done doing helping out with the play Clue. Some of the challenge that I had to face was I learn at a slow pace, and I also have a little bit of a speech impediment. So that was a little bit difficult balancing out that. I had to be put in several camps for reading, math, different stuff just to help me out. My mom would literally come and tell me over the summer we need to do mommy homework. So she would literally make me sit down, help me out, and find other projects for me to help me with my education need. I would just say work really hard and just hang in there. It's like a roller coaster. Things are gonna go up and down, sideways. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have challenge, family problems. But just hang in there. It's worth it, but it's hard. If I could start school over, I do a lot of things different, but one of them is stretching out. Because I really get worked up over trying to have my grades right and be successful. My name is Nashir Smith, and I'm a standout senior.
One word I would use to describe myself is determined. At the end of the day, you're gonna have challenges and you're gonna have roadblocks, but they're just temporary. You're just gonna have to push through them, and at the end of the day, that they're gonna help you become the better person. The biggest challenge that I faced in my senior year would have to be when I first moved away from my hometown to a completely different city. I had to learn to communicate with other people and get out and find who I am as a person in a completely new place, with people that I've never known my whole life. And I just want to make this last year of high school count. The activities that I've participated in at Smith would be the Yearbook Club, National Honor Society, and Academy of Scholars. Skills that I have acquired from these activities would be how to work with people that have different personalities and different attitudes. In the last 4 years, I feel like I've grown to be more independent. I learned to work with a lot of people and how to change gears, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be using that skill till the day I die. Advice I would give to incoming high school student would be, don't fall into peer pressure, because at the end of the day, it's not going to get you anywhere. And don't put yourself down over minor inconveniences, because they're temporary and you're just going to push them anywhere. Cumberland County schools have prepared me for my future at my school by giving students multiple outlooks on military, the workforce, and colleges while coming into the school and giving their input on how they live their daily lives and how their choices after high school have helped them in their lives. If I would start school over again, I wouldn't change anything. I loved how my freshman year went, my sophomore year went, my junior year went, and I love how my senior year is going, so I wouldn't change anything at all. 5 to 10 years, I see myself being in the Navy and just seeing where life takes me, honestly. My name is Timron Gibbs, and I'm a standout senior.
I'm 17. This is my 3rd year here at Grace Creek High School. I'm graduating this year. I love music, and I taught myself guitar. That's what I spend a lot of my time doing. If I could describe myself in one word, I would say motivated. I'm very proud of graduating in 3 years, and during that time still having really good grades and staying on top of everything and finding time for friends and any leisure time I want. Some of my defining moments for high school were my freshman year playing soccer. My team did really well, and we grew together, found a lot of success, and this last season with my marching band, we did really well and we won a lot of trophies. My band director, Mr. Stovall, was very helpful throughout high school. I loved band, and it was always a place I could go and I could turn to him. And my parents outside of school were very supportive in everything I wanted to do. I've grown throughout the last few years by just finding myself and figuring out what I want to do with my life and who I want to be and pursuing that more. After school, I'm going to Western Carolina University. I'm going to be part of their marching band. I'm planning on majoring in music, most likely music education, and studying trumpet while I'm there, and hopefully getting a job in music after that. Some advice I give to an upcoming student would be to just find what you enjoy and spend your time doing that, and make good friends and try to spend time with them. My name is Forsby Quick, and I'm a standout senior.
I'm super artistic. I love staying active and playing sports. I do soccer and cross country. I also really enjoy volunteering with children at my Sunday school, and I'm a hardworking student and an older sister. So far at Jack Britt, I have been a part of the yearbook staff, and I really enjoyed it. I've also worked with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, or FCA, and I am currently a part of their leadership team. I have been a part of NHS, the National Honor Society here, since I believe my sophomore year, and this year I became the president, which was kind of cool. I also have been working with the Jack Britt soccer team, JV, and now varsity for the last 4 years. think some of the most influential people for me were definitely like my mother outside of school. Growing up, she was a single mother and I had a younger brother and things like that. So you really learn to be hardworking, self-motivating. And then inside of school, probably my soccer coach, Rafael Peloton. We just call him Coach Roth. But I've been playing with him for about 4 years and he's left me with a lot of, on the field lessons, but also off the field life lessons that I really hope to kind of maintain once I leave high school. I love that Cumberland County Schools really encourages students to be a part of a lot of different things like clubs or sports. I always felt really connected with a lot of people through sports personally, but I know a lot of my friends can enjoy more of their high school experiences because they get involved. But I also enjoy that Cumberland County works on finding teachers who are invested in their students, and feeling like someone is invested in you and invested in your success is really, really important going through high school. Right after high school, I am going to NC State University. I'm doing design studies. I actually got a full ride, which is really nice, so no college debt. But I'm really excited because I get to be a part of the Parks program and the Honors and Scholars program. So I get to work on design and analyzing design and how it infects the community, but also working on community service projects and improving the campus and things like that. So I'm definitely excited for that. I definitely am glad that I was able to attend a public school. I feel like it offers a lot of very unique life experiences that you can take into your later years. But I'm glad that I was able to find so many amazing people and teachers who genuinely cared about me, and thank Cumberland County for all the different experiences and clubs that they've had. I'm Hyacinth Gray and I'm a standout senior.
I am 18 years old. I am a military brat. My dad is in the Army, so I've moved around a lot, and it is my first year here at Cumberland County. I definitely like helping out, so I do Habitat for Humanity and I do Key Club. I think giving back was the best thing I could do for my community and our school. So I did varsity swim my freshman year, and then I'm also a lifeguard. These extracurricular activities have taught me many things on how to give back to the community, CPR, saving somebody from drowning, and taught me to be a stronger swimmer. I would say the most defining moments of my high school year would be my sophomore and junior year, because they were the hardest. I think it put me in a mindset to understand the values of how important education is and how social life is also ties into that, and it's taught me how to create a good balance for it. Popularity doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Make the friends that will always stand by you, and if you're feeling down, they'll be there for you. And study, do the work. I am not the best studier at all, but I've made an effort to go to classes to teach me how to study, and that's greatly helped me through my academic journey through high school. Miss Dunn, I think she's taught me how to love books and not be embarrassed about the pieces of literature I read. The whole point about reading is enjoying what you're reading. And so I fell in love with manga books, and which encouraged me to read bigger pieces of literature, which made me love books overall. Knowing that I want to be a psychiatrist, I think, motivates me to put in the effort, knowing that I can help people in the future and give them a life that they want to live. I've been admitted to Penn State, so I plan to go to Penn State and get a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology while going pre-med. Don't let people be your syllabus to success. I think you should define what you need in your life and make it as great as possible. My name's Gavin Lawrence, and I'm a standout senior.
One way I can describe myself is ambitious. I try to achieve everything that I do. The activities I did for my high school year were RTC for my freshman year, marching band for my sophomore year. I played the cymbals. I did manager for basketball for Coach Plus, and I did Key Club. Managing the basketball team for Coach Plus, it made me become responsible. She showed me that you can't be late to things, you gotta be on time with things. Growing up, my mom being a single parent, it's tough, it's hard. You know, as a kid, seeing her struggle a lot, it inspired me to want more and do more for myself and be able to achieve more in life. I had to help a lot around the house, and I knew once I got older, I would want to be able to take care of her and do a lot for her. Being able to take on a lot of responsibilities between
being a manager and being in Key Club and band and stuff, it helped me a lot to be a leader and to help others and be able to lead people and stuff and make sure they do the right thing. After high school, I plan on attending FTCC and then transfer to a 4-year college, and then I want to go to the Navy to be a nurse. From the past 4 years, I feel like my attitude has been better since my freshman year to now, so I'm proud of myself. I've matured more. I'm Miracle Williams, and I'm a standout senior.
Some defining moments I had during my high school years was auditioning for certain orchestras such as the Cumberland County Youth Orchestra and the Greensboro Symphony Youth Orchestra. Another prominent part that I probably remember throughout my high school years was just how much I developed as a person, honestly, just like slowly opening up to people and exploring what the world truly had to offer for me. Some weekends I would go to another high school in North Carolina along with my speech and debate team and participate in various speaking activities. One of the ones that I primarily did was like informative speech, which is like I give a 7 to 10 minute speech on any topic under the sun, really, and mine was about rhythm games. A challenge that I primarily faced was trying to balance a school life and a music life. Obviously with music, you have to keep practicing a lot in order to like be good for auditions, but at the same time you also have to keep on top of your schoolwork, so for a long time I really struggled with that. One of the people that really inspired me throughout high school was my orchestra director, Janice Swope. She was one of the first people to like really recognize my talent and to encourage me to explore my horizons through things such as auditioning and music composition. And one of the lessons that I will never forget is just really don't be afraid to explore the unknown, because that's how you get to explore new things. Cumberland County Schools has definitely prepared me for my future, mainly through fostering opportunities to like really explore my career through the various orchestras they offer, and definitely the opportunity to just like collaborate with other schools, such as things like speech and debate or even during orchestra where you're collaborating with other people. The college I'm going to is University of North Carolina at Greensboro. So I received 3 scholarships, the Chancellor Scholarship and the Spartan Scholarship from the main school, and then the School of Music also offered me a scholarship. My name is Miles Fowler, and I'm a standout senior.
I started here in my 10th grade year. I originally went to Lumberton High School, so it was a little bit of a transition coming here. I'm most proud of my input on my JRTC program. I am a cadet major. It took me a long time to get here, and I'm proud of the fact that I know it wasn't just me. I definitely thank my sergeant major. She has pushed me in so many different ways. COVID affected me when I was in my sophomore year of school. Like most students, I had to transition from being online to in person. It was definitely a challenge to get to know people again because I was just used to being by myself. Definitely in my JRTC program, because you're supposed to be a leader, right? But you haven't met anybody face to face. So it was definitely different to get to learn how to interact with people again. I feel like a lot of students could say that. As a JRTC student, we are a student-led program, so I'm used to always having an input on everything I do. I think it's important, definitely as a school system, to listen to kids and everything that they're going through, because every student doesn't go through things the same. People learn differently, so I think it's important to take the time to get to know a student, get to know why they're here, what their challenges are, and really get the time to just learn them better. My greatest contribution definitely has to be the impact I made on my program. I have impacted different areas such as community service. I have planned my military ball for this year, and I have also helped what we do flag detail every morning. We're definitely a shine out part of our school. I definitely was in my community a lot during my 4 years of high school. For instance, I helped in Operation Turkey of 2019 and 2021, where we helped feed over 500 people that are in need of help during the Thanksgiving season. I also helped in the Purple Heart event last year, where we got to seat veterans as well as do a stable presentation. I think it was my junior year on Captain Cook's side of the classroom. He's our other instructor in our program. He definitely taught us the different type of communication. So there's verbal, nonverbal, written, and different types of communication. Those have helped me a lot. I've learned the proper way to respond to emails, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but definitely when you get into the job force, you want to know how to be professional. That's something that I definitely learned in this program and in school. As of now, I'm enlisted into the United States Navy. I plan on going in July 27th of this year. I have even applied for the JRGC scholarship for the Army. I really hope I get that. That's a big goal. If I was to get that, I would love to go to A&T University. My name is Trinity Ashworth, and I'm a standout senior.
I started 71st my freshman year, and it was a little bit hard because I moved from Nigeria and I had to deal with the cultural differences, learn to socialize, learn to even understand like what the teachers were teaching, because the accent sometimes was hard for me. But every time, like once I got home, I did like personal studying and educating myself, because I was really looking forward to learning. So when I got home, I usually like look up stuff, look up words, to make sure I was on the right path. Moving into my sophomore year, I started socializing more. I joined the varsity soccer team, and that created another opportunity for me to define me, to socialize more. Now my junior year, I got into the National Honor Society. Where I'm from, like education is really a big deal, so I don't want to mess it up. I just always make sure I was in the right path studying, and that wouldn't have been possible without my teachers always pushing me. My family, they always make sure I did the right thing. They always make sure I was never turning in an assignment late, or sometimes I'll be like, I just want to have fun. I want to be on the game. I want to do teenager stuff, but they just always make sure I was doing the right thing. And I'm very grateful for that, and I appreciate it. And not just my family and parents and uncle and auntie, but my teachers and administrators. Ms. DeLuca, she always checked up on me. She always made sure I was good. She just acts like I'm a child. Not only Ms. DeLuca, Ms. Chi, the Chinese teacher, Mrs. Parker, and Mr. Richardson, like, they always like, Juwan, what's up with college? What college you got accepted to? You thinking of joining the military? Like, they might pay you, you might get good financial aid. Like, they just always making sure like I'm on the right path, and like it just means a lot to me. Like, just knowing that people around me care about me and support me, like it really goes a long way, and I appreciate every last one of them. Overcoming the cultural differences and actually working hard and doing my best to get to the point I am at right now, having a 4.0 GPA, having a class rank of 7 out of like over 200 people. So that means a lot to me. Like, you can accomplish anything if you actually work hard for it. I don't take shortcuts. Like, I always like to work hard and know, okay, if it's gonna take 2 years, let it take 2 years. I know when I'm done with the 2 years, I'm gonna get what I work for. And that's what my parents always emphasize on, like, you gotta be patient. Things don't just come easily. You gotta work hard to be successful. My name is Juwan Balogun, and I'm a standout senior.
STEM and really science is my life. I'm a very curious person. I really like doing everything. So in school, I kind of have my hands in like every single thing. I try to do a sport at least every single season. I'm involved in way too many clubs, but I love it anyways. I really enjoy science and math. Researching is also a really big part of my life, which I do outside of school. Looking back now as a senior, it's really been a blur because I've just done so many different things, but some of my favorite things were playing lacrosse for all 4 years, you know, with an amazing group of girls. I loved them so much. Doing different clubs, being part of like the Global Studies program here has been an amazing time. And also I have done Science Olympiad for 4 years. I've also done Model UN for 4 years, which is a very cool club. I've also been a Girl Scout. I'm a Girl Scout senior, and just hanging out with that group of people is just really great. There was a really radical shift to COVID, which was over half of my high school experience. The real struggle in high school for me was being able to adapt to different situations. COVID was kind of a blessing as I learned how to stay self-motivated, especially during those times when I was staying online and I didn't really have a teacher looking over my shoulder. One of the greatest contributions I've done for my community has been my work with Girl Scouts to help increase diversity in STEM, because I fell in love with STEM when I was a little girl, but I've noticed growing up that wasn't necessarily the norm. And so what I've done was, like at my local library, I've created programs to help expose young girls to these certain skills that they'll need later on in high school, and to essentially show that, hey, you can be successful at it. Let me help give you the skills that you'll need to be in order to be successful. I'm Caitlin Zarabo, and I'm a standout senior.
I'm 18 and I'm in DSS care. I have been for about 2 years. I have 4 siblings. I'm the second oldest. The rest of them are little, and I like hanging out with them, spending time with them. I went to Cape Fear for half of 9th grade, and when I came to Westover, I was like, I like this school, the teachers, the staff. I have a teacher, Dr. Little, and I've had her for 3 different classes now. And she's always there. She'll hear about your day. She'll give you your opinion. She jokes around. If you need help, she'll help. I feel like she's a good role model, and she's a great teacher. I feel like I've gained more college experience with the courses I've taken. It preps you for the college load, the coursework. I know in my AP English Literature class, students were shocked that we would have homework over the weekend and essays. And it's like, you're gonna have this in college, so you're gonna have to get used to it. I'm more ready for society because we have this class, Civics and Economics, and it preps you for taxes and the work forms you have to fill out. Whereas before, I didn't even know what an I-9 form was. If you had handed me that, I would have been like, I don't know what this is, I can't fill this out. My great aunt, she's always pushed that school is important, you need to be able to support yourself in life, because she's legally blind, so for her it's a little more difficult. She always pushed me, school is the most important. Come home, do your homework, then you can do what you want. I've got accepted to UNC Chapel Hill. I'm going to do a 4-year degree. The plan is Peace, War, Defense. And then after, I plan on going to law school. And I'll probably stay at UNC Chapel Hill because they have a really good law program. Ask for help. So many people in class like math. People are worried to ask for help. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to look stupid. And you don't. Everyone at some point when they learn something needs help. It'd be dumb not to ask for it because you'll never accomplish it. I'm Katie Royal, and I'm a standout senior.
Through high-quality learning experiences, art and culture, and real-world career opportunities, students have received a world-class education that has allowed them to be successful from classroom to college and career.
Hello, it's Dr. Hunter here. I'm a superintendent of Cumberland County Schools. One of my greatest joys is seeing students walk across the stage and and receive their high school diplomas. We are excited and proud of the class of 2022. We know that our graduates have the skills and the knowledge to tackle anything that life will throw at them as they join our society as well-rounded citizens of the world. However, they didn't get here on their own. They chose the best school system in North Carolina. In Cumberland County Schools, we educate all children while serving the individual interests, goals, and needs of each child and family. Graduation is a momentous occasion, not only for our students, but also for parents, caregivers, family members, educators, and community stakeholders who have built tremendous partnerships to help our students achieve incredible milestones. Congratulations, graduates. It's now your turn to help shape the world. We wish you the best.